Good kill, good kill.
Hey, good kill.
Alright, here we go. We got 6 AMRAMs, 2 tanks, and we're going to start climbing a little bit higher pitch. We're going to go for 10 to 12 degrees on the first initial climb. I just want to get into a little bit thinner air, consume a little bit less fuel if possible, and then once I get to probably around, I don't know, 15 to 20,000 feet, I'll pitch for 5 to 7 degrees, and that's how we're going to get this F-15 with 2 tanks up to, you know, Mach 1.5, 1.4, maybe even Mach 1.6 if you're really good. So once you're at Mach 1.6, that's when you're going to be able to take those high probability kill shots with the F-16. So I feel like we do a lot of videos where I'm constantly trying to, you know, enlighten someone on something or teach you a little something tidbit here or there. Sometimes I just want to come on the server and just mess around just for fun, not necessarily trying to, you know, teach something all the time. Sometimes it's just for fun. And this is one of those scenarios. I have no idea how this is gonna go. I could kill a whole bunch of people, or I could, you know, seriously embarrass myself. So we'll see how it plays out. At this point, I got a guy locked up 51 miles away, and keep dropping lock on him. And that's not really fun. You can see the F-16 already up to Mach 1.3. And I've been flying the Hornet a lot on the server, and, you know, I don't want to talk shit about the Hornet. I really, really do like that aircraft. But when you sit in the F-16, this thing just moves, man. Like, it is unbelievable to take off and, like, 15 seconds later be at Mach 1 and, like, already at, like, 12,000 feet, you know, just blasting through. And, you know, like, I've been airborne for probably, like, I don't know, a couple minutes now. And I'm already Mach 1.4, and I'm carrying 2 tanks. You know, like, that tells you something about this plane, and that's what makes it such a dominant air-to-air fighter. Like, when you can get those high Mach speeds, man, you can sling AMRAMs. Like, look at this. I just shot that one off. I think it was about 38 miles. And that thing might hit him. It might hit him. It's like a 70% maybe, you know, probability of kill. Of course, but I'm gonna drop the lock, so we'll just take this other guy behind him. This guy's much higher, 36 miles, 35 miles, Fox 3, and that was a Mach 1.5 AMRAM. I promise you he is gonna eat that AMRAM to the face. Let's see. I'm just gonna go ahead and crank to the left here and put him on the gimbal limit, maintain the lock, and there he is in that box over there. He's diving. Oh, shit. I dropped the goddamn lock. Damn it. Okay, I lied. He's not gonna get hit by that missile. But there were 2 guys here, one of them low, which I put a missile out on, and then the high guy. So they're both probably shitting their pants a little bit, which means I might be able to capitalize on something here. Go ahead and switch that HSD down. Okay, nice little missile coming from the 12 o'clock. That's always great. It's probably a fairly weak AMRAM fired from a Hornet. which I'm not super worried about. But, you know, we'll use countermeasures just in case. And we're safe. There you go. It's another one of the huge advantages of the F-16 is your ability to just run away. You know, when I was in the Hornet chasing F-16s, I would get within, you know, what you would consider the MAR at that altitude. I would shoot at them and they would just turn around and run and, you know, blast away at like Mach 1.2, 1.345, and there was no way me or the AMRAAM was going to catch him. Now this guy's fairly close here, 4 miles. I can't get him on radar. He's probably over this hill in front of me, or mountain I guess. Okay, I got him here, and he's 19 miles. And I got 2 bandits on my left right now still. Not super worried about them, although one has vectored onto me. But I'm going to concentrate on this guy right now. 12 miles, 11, 10. Gonna get a little closer. Okay, 7 miles, Fox 3. That should be a kill. Come on. Ah, there we go. Splash 1. Very nice. That's what I like to see. I don't know what that was though. Looked like a Hornet. So yeah, chased a few more guys, and you know, they did pretty well evading. I still have some missiles, but we're headed back to base. I was low on fuel, so we'll go ahead, rearm, refuel, and we'll head back there and see who we can kill. So this guy off in front of me here, the guy I'm locking up right now, he actually just killed a friendly here, and for that he will pay with his life. So we have him at 23 miles, and I have a very distinct altitude advantage on him. I'm sitting at 42,000 feet, and take a look at that Mach speed, Mach 1.5. That's a Fox 3 at 20 miles, and it might not hit him if he turns cold, but I feel pretty good about that missile hitting him. And I don't advise this, just diving on your bandit, but I kind of want to get the visual of the kill, because, you know, we're doing a video, we're just messing around, so, you know, we'll dive in and we'll actually see the moment of death. It's kind of dark, but also satisfying. I actually really like seeing the missile impact the actual aircraft. So 10 miles here. Here's a second Fox 3, just in case that first one misses. That second one will definitely hit him. Like, he's not running away from that. And he looks like a Hornet, actually. And he turns into the missile. Oh no. It's a bad idea. And there you go. Splash 1. Oh, and the second one just hit him. So the first missile actually hit him. The one fired from 20 miles. That missile actually hit him. That's the kill missile. Okay, splash 1. Alright, so we are now recommitting back into the fight. I kind of went back for a bit to get some distance, some separation. And we're going to re-enter this fight here. Got another bandit off ahead, 13 miles. Looks like he is not a bad target. I am Mach 1.36. We have him at 11 miles, 10 miles, 9 miles, 8 miles. Fox 3, and I just dropped the lock at that exact second. God damn it. You can see him off in the distance there. He flares out. Possible F-15. Flare and chaff, I hope. So he actually survived that missile at 8 miles. Very impressive. Not surprising for an F-15. So we're going to have to go ahead. I'm going to have to do a high off bore sight AMRAAM shot at this guy. Here we go at 5 miles, Fox 3, and we're off the opposite direction. Far inside the Mar, full burner, diving for the ground and away from him. Oof. So that high off bore sight shot was the only way that I was gonna survive that. I see a missile impact and I see a dead bandit. Nice. Nice. Ah shit, bingo. Alright, let's head back. So there's a guy chasing me right now, but I'm not too worried about him, to be honest. He's been firing missiles this whole time. He's fired like 4 or 5, but F-16 is just outrunning him. Not worried about him at all. I do have a bandit off the nose here at 11 miles, and while we RTB, I'm actually going to kill this guy as well, because I have 2 AMRAAMs left. He looks slow. Just ignore that RWR. It's not a big deal. It's just the guy chasing me firing missiles. This guy, he's 7 miles. I think he might be a ground attack aircraft, just judging by the speed at which he's flying. And I think we can kill him. Yeah, here we go. 3 miles. Fox 3. Yeah, that looks like a Harrier. Oof. Splash another one. I kind of feel bad about that. I hate killing Harriers and A-10s. Doesn't feel right. Alright guys, quick little Tacview review here. This is me. This is the blue F-15 that we fought that survived the 7-mile AMRAAM launch, and we're going to figure out how he did it here. So unfortunately I do lose the track as soon as the missile gets fired, so like we're 7.6 nautical miles head on. I mean, he should be dead here. That missile should be pitbull off the rail, and you know, we dive away. This is already pretty dangerous, but somehow missile doesn't track. It just hits the ground beside him. So that's a little weird. Just comes right off the rail and just smokes the ground. Luckily, it's enough to scare him off, so he turns the other way, pops the flares. And so now he's slow, right? Mach 0.39 because of that maneuver he just did there to try to recommit back. And meanwhile, I'm Mach 1.3. So you can see the significant difference in speed here. And so I'm going to recommit, and look at this, 5 miles. This is the part where I take the HMD, the helmet mounted sight, and I put it on him. And I fire the missile off bore sight. Okay, and that missile just tracks, turns towards him, and hits him. Okay, we'll talk about this. This is a nice way to get a kill if you are significantly inside the Mar. And we'll go ahead and do this. So right here, I would say no more than 60 degrees off the nose. You know, so like 60 degrees in this direction here. This is obviously not to scale. You don't want to go any more than that. I think even 60 is pushing it. Maybe even closer to 50 would be good. Because it's not a 9X after all. But when the AMRAAM is fired and you're not nose on the guy, you have significantly less distance to turn to get away from him. And also the fact that I'm fast at almost Mach 1.3, when he fires that missile, his missile's slow when it comes off. Now luckily he fires a 9M, and therefore it's no threat at all. But the helmet mounted off bore side AMRAAM shot can be very useful in situations like this. It'll keep you safe. And you can see that 9M. Now, this is the interesting part. Look at this. So once he dies, there were 2 AMRAAMs fired at me from this guy Morpheus. Look at this. He actually hits me. And now, I don't know if you remember the footage, but there was no impact sound. The aircraft did not fly differently at all, and I didn't even see any visual damage on it. So I don't even think that that AMRAAM counted, you know, but I remember looking back over here. When I look back from here, I saw a little puff of cloud over here that looked like a missile impact, and I thought it was that guy, that F-15 that I fired at, whose missile had come and maybe just exploded here for some reason. I didn't know there was, you know, 2 more missiles coming from this direction. So I don't know what's going on with the F-16, but I don't know if you remember 2 videos ago too, we had an F-16. I shot him in the face with, I think it was Seal was his name, hit him with a 9X, and he survived, and I had to hit him with an AMRAAM to kill him. So I don't know what's going on with the damage model of the F-16, but it seems to be eating missiles with no problem. Like right there, I should be dead. Unless it's a desync issue, you know, like the missile, like the server thinks the missile didn't hit, but Tacview says it did hit. Like there's some sort of desync issue between, I don't know, the server and the client. I don't know. That's the only explanation I can think of, unless there's a damage model problem with the F-16. So that seems to be the case. Now, that's really all that I wanted to address. And also just this flying cold behind me and just shooting the missiles. I mean, this is never... And also right here. Actually, no, let's keep going. There's nothing to talk about there. But he's just going to chase me and, you know, Mach 1.123, and he's still firing missiles 6 miles. It's too far for an AMRAAM. If he wanted to increase his probability of kill, he should have climbed here more aggressively and shot down or dove down after me and then fired a missile when he was fast. Then he would have had a probability. But again, I would have, you know, dove down myself, and you know, there were ways that I could have neglected it, or negated it, but I don't know. He might have had a better chance than just following me co-altitude and firing missiles from 6 miles. And you can see that he eventually just disengages. He's like, all right, screw that. It's because the F-16 is so fast. And then right here, this is the missile kill on the Harrier flown by Grunin. That's the Harrier kill. Alright guys, so not too much to talk about here. I really just wanted to show you another instance or application, I guess, of the high off bore side AMRAAM shot and how useful it can be. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.